lot of sports today. Tons of NCAA tournament talk, baseball, NBA. Let's go.
Oh, no. Wow. Wow. Really? Oh,
As a whole, now, you know, it's going to be a Baltimore Club song now.
Oh, man.
Welcome, everybody, in N1MD Podcast. Kevin Hurt, Brian Sherrard.
Yep.
What's going on, B?
Yeah. Hey, man. It's going all right, man. It's going all right, man.
Yeah, well, that's important. I'm glad it's going all right.
Yeah.
Everybody, thank you for tuning in on StreamYard and YouTube, for subscribing and liking. We're also on IG, Facebook, and the Twitter, especially WrestleMania weekend, NCAA tournaments, a lot of tweets going out. I don't know. We've just been tweeting like crazy. So there's been a lot of tweets going on. And, of course, we're on here on, good Lord, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker, and Stitcher apps. Wherever you find podcasts, you will find the NY2MD podcast. Thank you. Moon Knight impersonation too. Listen, I'm not going to hold up the audience. I'm not going to hold up the listeners. Let's just get right into it. Let's start out with the most important story of the week. I know it's the most important story to you. I know it's the most important story to me.
What's that?
It's opening week in baseball, man. How you feeling?
It's almost like I can't believe it's here. You know what I mean? Like, baseball is going to start this week, Hurt, and it doesn't quite feel like it.
Nope.
But no, it's cool, man. Baseball's back. I've paid very little.
Baseball's back. Welcome back. Where's Mace when you need him? Welcome back. Sorry, go ahead, man. That just fit right into the thing.
Yeah, that was that's good. No, man, but yeah, baseball's back. I think I'll get a little bit more excited, once the season starts. You know what I mean? But Friday is opening day, and wow, it's here. One thing I do like what the Orioles are doing. This year is the 30th anniversary of Camden Yards.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, we gotta go, man.
Yeah, Camden Yards opened in 1992.
Nice.
Fun fact. I was actually at the first game ever played at Camden Yards, and no, not the first official game, but the first game ever played, which was an exhibition game. And guess who we were playing, Hurt?
I'm guessing the New York Metropolitans.
That would be the New York Metropolitans, and that's
Get
what.
Out of here.
Yeah, that's what. So I actually went to that very first game. Played at Camden Yards, and here 30 years later, we still suck. No, actually, the Orioles did good that year. But but I do like what they're doing is they're throwing back prices to 30 years ago, so you can get tickets as low as $4.
So it's almost like a normal Orioles game.
Woo! Oh, that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Oh my gosh, I'll be here all week, folks.
No, man, but $4 seats. I haven't been to a game in 2 years. That might be enough to get me out.
I would hope so.
Yeah, that might be enough to actually just get me out to a game. I mean, $4 can't beat that.
No, you can't. No, so no, we are definitely going.
Get to see that fence that new fence.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see the new fence. I know you guys play on the road this Friday. You're at Tampa.
Yep.
You got John Nitro Means against Shane McClanahan. It looks like.
Oh, that's who it is. Oh, okay.
So that's good. Oh, and then our game, New York Metropolitans. I don't know who's pitching. At Washington is going to be on Apple TV Plus.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Wow. Okay. And of course, my other team, the Angels, they're playing at home against the Astros.
Oh,
I think Shohei Ohtani will be the opening day pitcher. Facing Jake or Dorizi or something like that.
and for the first time in baseball history, he'll pitch and stay in the DH once he's
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that is a 9:38 start time, which is weird. Why is it 9:38?
9:38. What the heck?
That's time 9:38. I don't know what that means. It is what it is. But yeah, so that's Friday coming up. So I am excited for that. I'm not excited for the fact that our two best pitchers are hurt.
Yo, what?
I don't know. I mean, Scherzer, who is the least of the two, has a tight hamstring, which that's
okay. That's not bad.
We can work with that. Jacob, though, a little bit more throwing arm issue. Is going to need rest and reevaluation. Reevaluation, if I could get that out right. And we need to see exactly. I did not change the colors this week. I totally forgot. And we did not. What was I going to say? Rest and reevaluation. So it doesn't look like anything structural currently, but he's going to be out for a couple weeks. So he's going to miss probably the first couple of weeks of the season. There you go. Thanks, sir.
Okay.
And I don't know, man. I was just like, you're sitting there like, oh man, opening day. Not saying I'm expecting my team to go to the World Series or whatever, especially when the Dodgers are buying everybody and their grandmother. But it's still, you want to be competitive. You think you can be competitive in a division, but then in your first, week, your best pitcher's out. So.
Yeah, man. It's just no, but I feel like the Mets fans have something to be excited about. They have, like you said, Max Scherzer, Jacob DeGrom. They got, they have a semblance of an offense. So who they pay all that money for? Shortstop.
Say it again.
What free agent did they pay all that money to? Shortstop out of Cleveland.
God, wasn't gonna. What I have Baez in my head. It's not Baez, right?
No.
I had it.
Yeah, I forget.
I'm so focused on DeGrom's arm. I can't remember who's on the team. I'm not gonna lie. It's so bad. That's all I've been thinking about.
Yeah, but the Mets. I mean, I think they have. You know what I mean? They have this reason for excitement. And this is kind of. It's a downer, man. It's a downer.
It really got me out of sorts. I can't think. I can't even think of any other player on the team.
Yeah.
I'm trying to. Gosh. I want to remember Pete Alonso's still there. That's about it.
Okay. It wasn't Carlos Correa. He didn't go to the.
No, he's the one that went to the Twins.
Yeah, he went to the Twins. I can't. It's the shortstop out of Cleveland.
Excuse me. Lindor.
Yes, Lindor. Thank you.
No, thank you. I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
sorry for didn't mean that cough to come up like that, but
no problem, man.
Yeah, so it's dude. Yeah, I mean Lindor. Our infield should be okay. It's just pitching. We don't have a lot of outfielders either, so I'm not sure how that's going to work. I know, but there's still free agents out there. People haven't even signed yet.
Oh, really? Are there any notable free agents?
Well, for us, Michael Conforto, who's a former Met, he still hasn't been signed yet.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
he's a good player.
Yeah, he's consistent. He's had some up and down seasons, but I'm still surprised unless he's looking for a specific type of deal.
Yeah.
He hasn't signed yet. I just saw your boy Albert Pujols, which could be I think his last year, signed with St. Louis, probably to finish.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, man.
It's 42. So, and what else happened this week? Chris Archer to the Twins.
Oh.
Yeah. We already had Trevor Story. Craig Kimbrell traded to the Dodgers, of course.
Really? Oh, gosh.
Exactly. That's what I was like. They're signing everybody and their grandmother.
Damn, Kimbrell's on there. Good.
Yep.
Kimbrell.
So yeah, so there's still some. He's the one that I can remember off the top of my head, but there are still some people out there.
Okay.
But I'm looking forward to it, and I am looking forward, especially to going to. We don't play each other this year, I don't believe, but it'll still be fun just to get down to Camden Yards and just feel baseball again.
Yeah. Why not? I'm not that I'm boycotting the team. I just want them to be more. They've done a great job building up the minor league system. I mean, for 30 years. I mean, since we were kids, our minor leagues has been awful. And now, by a lot of people's opinions, we have the number one minor league system in all of baseball. So I'm happy with that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple rankings that saying we have the best minor league system.
Even if you're top 5 or something, it's still freaking awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
I was, but like MLB Pipeline, I think has this as number one. Baseball America, I don't know if they have this as number one, but I'll check. But anyway, that being said, they need to spend more money on the major league major league team now, man. Now it's time. We have to start being competitive. We can't have any more 40-some, 50-some win seasons. No, we gotta be in a 7. I want to see a 71 season this year.
Okay. Well, I mean, you might. We'll see.
Yeah,
but we'll go to at least one of those games for a couple bucks.
Yeah.
I have me a daddy soda just because I'm there.
Hey, there you go.
But speaking of going down and having fun, WrestleMania. I gotta start WrestleMania.
Yeah, man. So tell me what's going on, man.
WrestleMania is 2 nights. It's in this toilet bowl of a stadium down in Dallas. Yeah, which that's sickening. That's God. But I got to get over that. But the biggest event of the weekend, like last night, Stone Cold wrestled his first match in 19 years.
What? Stone Cold.
Stone Cold, yeah, came out, beat up on Kevin Owens. I don't like when people named Kevin get beat up unless it's McHale or, Durant, I guess. But Durant did outscore Trae Young last night, so I don't like either one of them. So there's just, but I'm like, I can't stand Trae Young. I cannot.
I know.
I can't stand Trae Young. So even though they KD scored 55, they it's so weird how this season is, but they made it into the play-in tournament. So they're not even. Yeah, it's weird. But anyway, going back to wrestling. So Stone Cold wrestled first time. The biggest thing was the Undertaker went into the WWE Hall of Fame.
Deservedly so. I mean,
yeah, and he was. I mean, they gave that dude a mic, and he talked for an hour.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. I was up till 12:30 Friday into Saturday morning, listening to him talk and tell stories, and it was, everybody knows. People who don't watch wrestling or haven't been in wrestling, the one name that they're going to remember besides Hulk Hogan is going to be the Undertaker.
It's iconic.
Yeah, he's literally one of a kind.
Yeah,
one of a kind, and just seeing him, up there, his family, and retirement, and he literally the reason he took an hour because they couldn't. They were chanting his name for like 20 minutes. I mean, they were just Undertaker, thank you, Taker. They were just, and he just couldn't talk. He was waiting for him to die down, and it never died down.
Dang.
So everybody knew, and Texas is his home state.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was huge for that. Stone Cold's too. That's why Stone Cold had his first or last match probably in 19 years. But that was really cool. WrestleMania is 2 nights now. I think there's going to be a 2-night thing all the time.
Oh,
yeah. They had 2 nights last year in Tampa, and because they have a big roster. They have a lot of matches now. Now some of those matches might not be WrestleMania level matches, but they got 77,000 people last night, and it sits about 100 in there. So tonight they'll probably get around 60 something. So that's 130,000 over the weekend. That's a lot of money that they're raking in. So I'm not the biggest WWE fan. I'm an AEW guy, but it was a good show. It was fun, but I'm gonna go one year. Definitely not when it's in Dallas, but it's just a spectacle of it, and it's cheaper to go to than the Super Bowl, which I'll probably never go to. So, So that was that. So I just had to bring up the Undertaker because I know you know the Undertaker.
Yeah.
And
Any other things of note that happened?
big one of the not really, not for anybody else to really gather except for there's one guy who helped found AEW, who Dusty Rose's son Cody. Actually jumped ship from AEW back to WWE, and he showed up at WrestleMania and wrestled a really good match. So that was cool. Dan hates it, so because he's a WWE only guy. So
okay.
So he wasn't happy. But yeah, that was it. Bianca Belair won the women's Raw title. So congrats to her. And tonight, night 2 is going to be Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns for unification of the championship. So
okay,
that's going to be the main event of night 2. So it's going to be big and it's going to be fun. But I love the pageantry. I love the the Hall of Fame. I love the fact that's why I have Peacock channel, because I can watch it for free. I don't have to order it or anything. So
okay,
yeah. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. What's pretty cool too, speaking of Kevin Durant.
Well, wait a minute, real quick.
Okay.
Since you have Peacock,
Peacock.
Have you checked out Bel Air by any chance?
No. I didn't have any interest in that at all.
Really? None?
No. Even before the slap, I still didn't. It was just like, it's like pre-slap, post-slap. I really was just like, I don't know. It did intrigue me for a second, then it kind of went away.
Yeah. I watched the first episode. I couldn't do it, Joe. Like it's like I have memories of the Fresh Prince and I'd rather just hold on to what I knew. This new version, it's a little too grown up for me, man.
Yeah, I heard it was very grown. I think Carlton was doing some Tony Montana.
Yeah, I was like, that's
Tony Montana.
I liked how they did the reiterations of these characters, but yeah, I don't need to see Will Smith with a gun. I don't need to see Carton snorting. I don't need to see that, man. Like, yeah. So yeah, I was done after the first episode, but it was good. But it's just not for me.
Not your cup of tea. I can't listen. There's nothing that goes back to when Will's dad left him and Uncle Phil, and I like all those poignant episodes that they had. Yeah. You can't redo it. It's like if they did a modern day, different world. It could work, but it's still not going to be
the same.
Yeah, it's not going to be the same. Yeah. Honestly, I really feel like it would work with today's.
Absolutely.
Yeah, with today's crowd and everything. But I just,
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, it'd just be called like Black College-ish, probably. That would be perfect for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm going on the NBA. You asked a question earlier, and I have an answer for it.
Okay, so I'm sorry.
Who is the NBA MVP?
Yeah, and let me tell you why I asked this question. Is because LeBron. He either has the scoring title or he's close to the scoring title.
I know he's up there. He's he just came back from injury. I think he had 38 last night in a loss.
Okay.
Yeah, he's winning in points per game right now.
Okay, and I think
is that how it works in points per game?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, points per game right now, he has an edge over Joel Embiid and Giannis.
Okay. Because I think his coach, Vogel came out and said he's the MVP, or somebody made a comment like LeBron could be MVP or something like that. I'm like, come on, really? So I'm like, who's the MVP, right? Who's the MVP of the NBA?
To me, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, watching that dude does everything for that team. Not saying he is the whole team; they have a pretty good team, but the East, it's basketball is exciting this year. Whether it's NCAA or it's NBA, I've watched more basketball this year probably than I have in a lot of past years, and a lot of NBA games. Go ahead.
No, I'm just listening. No, I was like,
Okay, yeah, and it's been to me, it's just been really exciting. Just even look at the East. The East was Chicago was up top, then they kind of fell down. Miami was up top, then they kind of fell down. Philly was up there, and they kind of went back. Boston, I don't know where Boston came from to even have a lead to be up there, but Boston is having a strong season. So it's been, you don't know. You really don't know. Even out west has been just kind of you're not sure who's going to be, in first place. Like, right, I mean, you look at it right now. Miami is back in first place, game and a half lead over Milwaukee. They clinch a playoff spot.
Miami's in first.
Miami's in first. They're 50 and 28. They're in first again. Milwaukee's second. Boston's third. All those three teams clinch a playoff spot. The team that surprised me, maybe I missed it,
Chicago.
is Toronto is having a good season. They're in fifth place.
Man,
I totally forgot about it. So, and Cleveland was up there. They're still in seventh, so they're still doing well.
Okay.
And Brooklyn and Charlotte both are in the play-in game, or whatever you want to call it. So, and of course, the Wizards and the Knicks and everybody else is eliminated. But in the West, Phoenix 7.5 game lead. So they got it. Golden State's falling back because they don't have Steph is out and everything. So Memphis is in second place. They're 7.5 games back, but they're 6 games ahead of Golden State. So it's been what did they clinch? What does PG mean? Clinch playoff, play-in berth. Okay. So the Clippers clinched the playoff berth, play-in berth. The Lakers haven't been eliminated yet. They're only 1 game behind San Antonio. So it's still a lot for them to play for. If you want to call getting to the play-in game there to play for. But, Utah and Denver are both 46 and 32. To me, everything's wide open. I think Phoenix is the best team. I think Memphis is good as well. The East is, the East, like I just said, is crazy. So I can't wait for playoff basketball to start. But to me, the MVP is Giannis. That dude, he plays defense, he plays offense. And don't get me wrong, I know Embiid has had a really good season as well. In between him getting new teammates and everything, he's been totally consistent. But when Giannis made that block on him this past week to save the game against Embiid, it's just what Giannis does. Like, I've come to expect that level from him. The other night I was watching him. He made a game time 3-pointer. Who were they playing that night? I can't remember. Might have been Brooklyn. I think it was Brooklyn. He made a game time 3-pointer, and they ended up winning the game in overtime. So it's nothing, and he's getting better at his foul shots. So to me, it's Giannis. Period.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, I was just curious. I didn't know. I wasn't sure how good of a year Embiid was having. I mean, I knew Embiid was having a good year, but I just didn't know if it was MVP level.
Oh, yeah. He's averaging 30.1 points a game. And he is having an outstanding season. But Giannis is my guy. Whoever said LeBron is stupid. As much as we all know and love LeBron, there's no way that dude can be considered for MVP. Now, if his team was a little bit better, and their record was a little bit better, then I could say, because I was like, how did he take these bunch of old people to get to this point? But they would have to have he had to be up there in the top. The team had to be in the top 5 in order for me to even consider it, and they're nowhere near that. So it's not baseball where A-Rod can win an MVP on a losing team. You know what I mean? Like basketball, you got to contribute to a winning team. You can't. I know he's leading the league in scoring, like you said, and he's been missing games here and there. So, and I don't even think he's ever had a scoring title. And especially at the age that he's at. But that team, ain't nobody else on there. Who's he passing to?
Yeah.
So you don't have a choice but to score. Be honest with you. So, but yeah, no. LeBron, not even in the conversation. Giannis, my MVP.
Okay.
So, speaking of MVPs, man, I'm going to save the best for last this one, so we're going to end on some. But speaking of MVPs,
Okay.
there's an MVP traded in football this week. A highly valuable asset, Devontae Parker. How do you feel about Devontae getting traded? Yeah, you know how valuable he is.
Yeah.
Being traded to a division rival. Devontae in the 5th for a 3rd.
For a 3rd, right. They had to give up their 5th in order to get a 3rd.
Yes.
Interesting. Look, the Dolphins have a plethora of they had a plethora of wide receivers. This sounds like a salary dump to me without knowing too much about the situation. It sounds like a salary dump. Otherwise, I mean, why not hold on to him and just make your offense even more potent? I mean, I know you just signed Cedric Wilson.
I heard that they are saving 3 this year and 6 next year, something like that, for a salary cap, $1 million.
See, I don't know. I probably would have held on to him, man. Honestly,
I mean, he probably wasn't happy. So you don't want to keep unhappy players there either. But also, I'm not giving him to New England.
Yeah, that's one of the things, right? If the Patriots want somebody, you know what I'm saying, that should be a red flag. Nah, you know what? I'm good. I'm good.
It's like, let's trade Hollywood Brown to Cleveland.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't happen.
Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to trade within your division, but you certainly don't. Like I said, but if Bill Belichick's like interested in a player, that should give you pause. You know what I'm saying? It's just like in baseball. Like if the Rays are calling you for a trade, you might not want to pick up that phone because the Rays make awesome trades and they always seem to work for them. So,
well, it depends on who you need. Like you may need their best player. So yes, they'll get your number 1 prospect, and someone a fringe bullpen guy, and you get Evan Longoria, but it's worth it usually for both sides. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because they usually had that talent. And they bring that talent up from their farm system.
Yeah,
just like the Orioles are going to do, baby. But go ahead.
That's right. No, just like that Chris Archer trade a couple years ago when they traded Chris Archer to Pittsburgh for for Meadows and Glasnow, and they fleeced
Pittsburgh.
On that. So that's what I'm saying. Like if they come,
they knew how desperate Pittsburgh was too. So they're smart. They're really smart.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't like the trade. Just keep it in house. But whatever. But here's the thing: he's going to get hurt. He's unreliable. Well, he is. I mean, he's unreliable. He's been unreliable his whole career. At some point, I mean, I'm not wishing any ill will against him, but at some point,
it sounds like it.
At some point, he will be hurt. But I mean, to me, it's a nothing trade. I mean, it's whatever. Hey, Pittsburgh. I mean, the Patriots can't draft receivers. They might as well try to trade for some.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, sounds like your team.
Yeah.
So speaking of new rules. This is just for the playoffs only. They have voted to change the overtime rule in the NFL during the playoffs. So each team, no matter how the other team scores, whether it's touchdown, field goal, whatever, both teams will have a possession in overtime. What are your feelings about that?
Okay. So, unfortunately, we live in the day and age of participation trophies. And that's what this is. This is participation trophies. So that's what I feel like we're doing. Oh, boo-hoo. Josh Allen didn't go to the freaking AFC Championship. So now...
Oh, no. He didn't have a chance to go. He had a whole 4 quarters, but he didn't have a chance to go because he didn't get the ball.
This is so stupid. Right. This is so stupid. So now we're doing participation trophies for the offense. The offense has both offense have to get the ball. No, are we forgetting special teams and defense? I don't understand. This is overtime. This is overtime, yo. This is overtime. If you can't win in regulation, it's not supposed to be equal. There's no equity in this. It's overtime. So what are we going to do? Okay, so Kansas City, right? They score a touchdown. All right, so now Buffalo gets the ball. They score a touchdown. Now we're back to square one.
We're going forever. Yeah, and then after that, I think it breaks down to whoever. So then
That don't make sense.
Say you score, then I think it's if the other team who gets the ball back after they both score in overtime scores a field goal, whatever, it's over.
But that doesn't make sense.
It's sudden death after that.
That makes absolutely no freaking.
So, but I almost feel like they're trying to justify it by saying, well, at least both teams have it, and then after that it goes to sudden death. Well, why can't it just go to sudden death?
Right. You had
score a touchdown. To me, the whole thing again. I like the overtime rule because I hated the whole you get the ball first, score a field goal, you win. I hated that. So I'm glad they changed it. But if you can't stop a team going down the field to score a touchdown on you, you don't deserve the ball back.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Period.
I just don't. Right. It makes no sense to me because it just makes no sense. If the first team scores a touchdown, you get the ball back, you score a touchdown, hurt. You are exactly at the same point that you understand what I'm saying? You're exactly at the same point. So then that team is going to get the ball back, and guess what? If they score, they win. So what did we really gain? You didn't stop that team.
We gained extra possession.
Right, that's it.
But even if the other team goes down and gets a field goal, you get the ball back anyway.
Right.
So it
makes no sense. And we're doing this because Josh Allen didn't go to the AFC. Really?
Well, remember a couple years ago what happened to Kansas City.
Right. And did they change the overtime rule?
They wanted to. They really did.
It makes no sense. Stop them. All you have to do, all we're asking you to do is stop the other team from scoring a touchdown. If you can't do that, if you cannot do that, Hurt, you don't deserve to win the game. I mean, am I missing something?
You're missing a lot. You're missing the fact that these people are greedy and they want to add something that doesn't need to be added to it. And they just feel, because think about it, the networks are just as bad as it. Because as soon as Mahomes got the ball, all they did was and he's marching down the field. They just kept picturing Allen with his helmet off, looking all sad. Like, they just kept showing his face the whole time. I mean, first down, Jared Allen's face. Jared Allen. What's his name?
Josh Allen.
First down, Josh Allen. Mahomes scrambles. Kelsey. Josh Allen. Josh Allen. Game over. Josh Allen. They didn't even show the winning team. It was Josh Allen's face. Well, he didn't get the ball in his hands. Well, why don't someone talk to the defense then? Talk to the defensive coordinator. Make him punt. Do something. I
just don't get why we need an extra possession to prove who wins. Just stop them from making a touchdown, but it's whatever. I mean, look, the offense has to participate. They have to because your defense sucks. So, whatever, dude. It just.
But again, like you said, like let's just okay. If I almost feel like if you kick the ball off in overtime and they return it on a kickoff, you should just call it a day. That's it. That should just be it. There shouldn't be anything else going on.
So what if the game doesn't end if that happens?
No, I think the other team gets the ball.
Dude.
They get the ball no matter what.
The game should be over. Game should be over.
Game should be over.
This is so weak. You mean to tell me if I kick? I'm sorry. I'm done.
It's straight trash.
That makes absolutely no sense. That makes no effing sense.
None.
But whatever.
So
I'm sorry, dude.
What doesn't make sense, or it does make sense, is Bruce Arians stepping down. To me, it was a surprise move. I didn't know it was going to happen, and he's going up to the front office, and Todd Bowles takes over as head coach. What were your thoughts? Were you surprised by this, or have you heard any rumblings about Bruce Arians stepping away?
It was just a crazy week, dude. No, I didn't know about this. I don't think anybody had any idea about this. But my question to you is, well, first of all, Bruce Arians, he's what, like 69 years old? You know, he's not a spring chicken. You know what I'm saying?
No, definitely not.
And even with that being the case, no one was expecting him to step down like this. But I do think it helps that he gets, he gets to stick around in the front office, So that's good. But the question is, one of the things he mentioned was succession was important to him. And if one thing we can say to be true about Bruce Arians is that he is definitely an ally, man, when it comes to minority hires. I mean, he's hired women, and he's hired, his main assistants, his top assistants are all minorities.
Yep.
So, and he actually believes in this. Like, this isn't just like speak, you know what I mean, to him.
He ain't trying to do it to please anybody. He just believes in the practice of having the best people for the best job.
Right. And he actually puts his actions behind his words. And that's one thing I appreciate about him. And, he said, you know what? I'm going to give Bowles his second shot, which he deserves because he got a raw deal in New York, man. He literally got set up to fail in New York. So I'm glad he's getting a second chance.
Yeah, but by the way, not to disagree with you, but I think everybody gets set up to fail in New York.
Yeah,
I don't care what side of the stadium you're on. Honestly.
Yeah, but they traded I know what you mean. Yeah, he was, but you're right. I get what you're saying. But no, I can appreciate that. But come on, there's got to be a little bit more going on here, Hurt, right? Is there like something going on with him and Tom Brady? Like, come on.
I feel like they had to have asked Tom. Like, they convinced him to come back, and then they said, Bruce is stepping away, Tom's going to be head coach. And are you cool with that? Sure. And that was it. Or if he's like, no, I'm not cool with that, it probably wouldn't have happened. But he's like, is everything staying the same? Because they not like they haven't been successful. They've been successful. So, and that whole division is SAFWT, soft. So they're going to easily just SAWFT. Yeah, that's better. They're going to easily make the playoffs. So it's just what happens after that. I don't think they have the right chemistry to, make another run.
I'm not buying it. Prediction before the draft: Tom Brady's getting traded to San Fran. Something's not adding up with all this.
You think he's going to get traded?
Yeah, something's not adding up.
Listen, you want to talk about the NFL? The NFL might as well announce this on Monday so they can just take away steam from the NCAA men's tournament final or something, because they're like really good at doing that sort of thing. If you're really, I think he's going to be in Tampa Bay. Now, with all these rumors, these crazy rumors about him going to Miami, but if he's traded to another team, period, this has been probably the craziest offseason I've ever experienced in NFL. This would just put it up 35,000 notches. It really would. Like, if Tom Brady's traded, if I'm at work wherever I am, I will stop what I'm doing and I will sit there and do a live podcast right there. I'd have to.
All right. Well,
I would be so shocked.
All right. Well, here's my prediction. And not knowing what draft picks San Fran has, Tom Brady's getting traded to San Francisco for Jimmy Garoppolo, a 2 and a 4. Something's not adding up, Hurt. This whole thing is just not adding up. Think about what we had. We had Tom Brady retire. Then he unretires. Now Bruce is retired. Something's hurt. Something's not smelling right with me, man. And Jimmy Garoppolo hasn't been traded. Look, honestly, at the end of the football season, did you think Jimmy Garoppolo was going to be on San Francisco to start this new year? Honestly,
the way everything's shaken out, it's where are we going to put him at?
No, my question to you is at the end when the playoffs.
Oh, gotcha. No.
Right, after watching San Fran do what they did in the playoffs, my thing is he's done. He's gone, right? So why is he still there? something. I'm telling you, so I don't know. I could be completely wrong, but something just doesn't add up with this whole Tampa situation. I think Tom Brady is gone. He is gone, and I think he's going to San Fran. So Tom Brady to San Fran for Jimmy, a 2 and a 4. That's my prediction. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but something's just not adding up. Something's not adding up to me, man.
Well, what if he just had an issue with Bruce and he likes, because remember, Bruce and him, I'm not saying they had a shaky, but Bruce is I'll call you out if I call you out. Like, he doesn't care. You know what I'm saying? So you think
Yeah, but okay, but here's the reason why here's the reason why stuff's not adding up to me. The timing. Yeah, you were just frozen there for a second.
No, I was talking and I went. I like beamed back in.
No, but here's the reason why something's not adding up, yo. Because if Tom Brady was to come back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did he know that Bruce was going to step down before he came back?
That's what I'm saying. I have a feeling they talked to him saying, "This is what Bruce is feeling. Are you cool with that?" And he probably like, "Well, who are you guys thinking? I want Todd to be coach." Okay, fine. Because I don't think he would have came back if he wasn't or he didn't know what was going on, in my opinion.
All right, so you're saying he co-signed on all this. He knew this.
Yeah. I think he co-signed on. I wouldn't. They had to co-sign. It had to be like, it's time again. It's a time in sports where athletes do have a say in a lot of things. Not everything, but they have a say in a lot of things. Having Tom Brady come back after he, kind of went away. He went to Man U with the Glazers' own Man U as well. Had a talk with Ronaldo. Ronaldo talked him back into playing, and he's back. And in the meantime,
no, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, and in the meantime, they're like, well, what do you want? It could have been like, what do you want to change? He's like, well, I don't know if I can do Bruce for another season. And I'm like, well, all right, well, you know what? You give us the best chance to win the Super Bowl. That division is sorry. We're going to go to the playoffs so we can build this roster just for a playoff run. So, hey, Todd. So, Todd, we can make you head coach, and Bruce, you go upstairs. I mean, I think Tom had something to do with it, or he has a say, or they asked him. One of the three. But he has something to do with it. Now, if this is against his whole will, and this is something he didn't want to happen, and it's shady, then I don't even know what to think of it. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You're probably right, but I'm just making that's my prediction. That's my bold prediction.
Dude, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot, but I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, well, we shall see. But that was a surprise to me. So, all right. So this week too, coming up, we have the Masters.
Well, before we get to the Masters, I want to stick with the NFL real quick.
Okay. I forgot something.
Yeah, well, I just want to get your opinion on NFL Diversity Committee. They announced.
Oh yes, thank you.
And the expanded Rooney rules. Just want to get your opinion on that. So basically, with the new Rooney rule, it stipulates that all 32 clubs must interview at least 2 women and or people of color when seeking to fill prominent positions. You can no longer have Zoom meetings, Zoom interviews when you hold interviews with minorities. So these are just two of the stipulations to expand the Rooney Rule. And also the NFL has come up with a new diversity committee consisting of 6 people. It's a 6-member diversity committee. And so they're looking to get better with their diversity and inclusion. To me, this is nothing but a reaction to the Brian Flores case, but it's still a nice step in the direction because it needs to get better. I've always been an advocate for the Rooney Rule because my thought has always been, you get your foot in the door, you get that opportunity. Even if owners weren't seriously considering hiring minorities, you get an opportunity to market yourself and blow them away.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
But
at least you get a chance.
Right. But the only problem with that is a lot of times owners already had their minds made up,
Well,
and
we
they were
already,
using
dude. That's my biggest issue. Not to interrupt you, but
and
that's
there were
my
too many sham interviews.
Yeah, they already have their, because it's like they break as soon as somebody's fired, the first thing come out, oh, this is so and so's wish list. So how do they get that? And usually in that wish list is like no black people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Oh, Harbaugh or whoever or blah 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 or blah blah blah. That's usually the case. So, then at that point, I'm like, they ain't hiring a black coach because none of the candidates or none of the people they said that the owner wants to hire are minorities. So I do like the fact that, well, first of all, I don't think they should have Zoom interviews with anybody. I think all of them need to be in person. And having them on the offensive side, because a lot of black coaches before, we didn't even have black assistant or any quarterback. There's no black QB coaches. There's none of these things. And the weird thing is, if you notice, and not the weird thing, but there's so many people in football who didn't even play football, who kind of studied football or whatever from a certain point, like a Sean McVay, like most of these head coaches. None of them are black because they didn't even get to start in the QB coach room or the running back coach or something like that, right? But they'll give someone else a chance who's been studying how to coach for, their first 10 years of their life, so to speak. Because Sean McVay's still young. The guy that hired in Miami is still young. And all these people aren't football players. A lot of the guys, black head coaches or black people, are all former players for the most part. There's not anyone who's come from the outside. They don't bring minorities from the outside mostly. Now, we do have women. We do have black women who are now running back coaches. I know we have one at Washington. So we have that. But there's really not a lot of black non-football playing history, coaches out there, if you notice. But there's a lot of white ones. So that's why I like the rule, because it can bring someone who's been working their way up. You need to take a prodigy, a young kid, like they did it with a McVay, like they did with the guy up in I can never remember his name, up in Green Bay. These guys are young. They didn't play. What did Cliff Kingsbury actually play in college? But there's, where are these guys coming from? Why did they get a chance for all this to happen? So, yeah. So I do like the rule. I do like it's forcing them to do that. But I feel like there's coaches that are younger than us. But if we studied, my whole thing, if we didn't play football, well, if we studied coaching and where it is, where would we be if we decided that would be our choice to go to? Would we get those chances? Would we be offensive assistants or, defensive assistants? So you seem like a special teams person. So you may do special teams. I'm a defensive guy.
Yeah.
So, either that or running backs coach.
Well, I like it. Anything that you're trying to do to promote diversity and inclusion and your hiring practices, that's fine. And then your league, that's fine. I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it. I just want people to have I just don't want the sham stuff no more. You know what I mean?
No, sorry. I'm so tired of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So tired.
Yep. All right, man. You were about to bring us to the Masters.
Well, the Masters. The Masters is this weekend. Phil's not playing. I don't think we're going to see Phil for a minute. After Phil getting in trouble. But, Tiger played some warm-ups. My question to you is, if Tiger, even if he just starts or just shows up, are you watching the Masters?
Heck yeah, dude. Look. just want to honestly. I just want to see Tiger play. I don't care how bad he plays. I don't care if he shoots a 100. I just want to see Tiger play. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping he plays. He's saying right now that he's going to play. Has he played? I know he's played, but has he played 4 holes? A full 4 holes of golf. Do you know?
What do you mean? 4 days? For 18?
Like if he played, yeah, has he played? I'm sorry, 4 full days.
No, I know he did. He completed the 18 at Augusta a week ago or so. I don't know about if he's played 4 in a row. I think, I mean, that might be a lot, but he's, I know he has played a full 18.
Okay. Yeah, man. I just really want to see Tiger. So let me ask you this, because this is what I was going to ask you: is do you think Tiger's going to play?
I hope he just shows up. I'm not expecting him to win, or I mean, like he's just there. Like, you know, if he's like, hey, I'm just gonna compete Friday through. I mean, I'm not gonna watch it if he's not there. Put it like that. I could care less. But if he shows up, he does the thing on Thursday, and he decides, you know what, I feel good. I'm just gonna try to play. I'm gonna follow him Thursday and Friday. Is what I'm saying. Okay. You know, even though he might not win, but if he's in it, I'm watching. If he's not, I'm not watching.
Okay. All right. And my second question to you was going to be, who you got, Hurt? Who's your prediction?
I'm going to pick someone other than Tiger.
Well, obviously, but there's, yeah. I mean, no one's picking that.
Yeah, I'm not good at. I don't know any of these. Justin something. Rory, that guy. Let me get
Rory McIlroy, Justin Rose,
Bryson.
Bryson DeChambeau.
Did I say Justin already?
Yeah. Well, you said Justin something. Justin Rose, I guess, is who you were.
Oh, Thomas. I thought it was Thomas.
There might be a Justin Thomas.
Justin Upton. I don't know. Dude, I don't know. I'm so not good. If it's not Tiger, I don't know who it is. Okay. I do know some of them, but I don't know who's in this one. I think Matsuyama, who won it last year, I believe he's hurt.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't believe he's going to be able to defend his title. Now, look at that. I don't know where that came out of. I happen to know that off the top of my head.
Wow.
But yeah, so weird how that worked. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Rory. I'm gonna say. You know what? I'm gonna say Jordan Spieth.
Jordan Spieth. Okay, Under Armour's on. At least I think he's with Under Armour.
That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say Jordan Spieth.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say Jason Day.
Jason Day. I'll pick Jason Day.
Yeah, Jason Day. I pick him to win the Masters this year. Jason Day.
All right, that's good. There's John Rahm. Is up there. Justin Thomas. I did have I knew there was a Justin. Dustin Johnson.
Dustin Johnson.
Is up there. Brooks. We got Brooks.
I don't like Brooks Koepka. So.
Well, was it Brooks or Bryson you don't like?
No, it's Brooks Koepka. I don't.
It's Brooks.
Okay. Bryson, I don't really care. I'm kind of indifferent.
Yeah, I know that they're not BFFs. So, Xander. Xander's up there.
Xander.
Yeah.
Who's
Schauffele. Schauffele.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What about KJ Choi? Is he
That's like an old name. It's almost like saying VJ Singh or something.
Yeah, what's up with VJ Singh? Whatever happened to that dude?
Tony Finau. He's a little bit lower, but the top ones are John Rahm, Spieth, Colin Morikawa, Justin Thomas, and Rory McIlroy and Dustin Johnson are your top 6 favorites.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with Jordan Spieth.
Yeah, I'll go with Jason Day
at the Masters. Yeah, he's not even on here though. Oh, there he goes. He's way down on the list. He's after Justin Rose and Louis Oosthuizen. Louis Oosthuizen. So.
Okay.
Webb Simpson, Lee Westwood. All these old names.
Lee Westwood.
Yeah, he's on here. No, he's way down on the list though, favorites. So, all right, enough of the Masters. Let's talk about what matters the most. We got to talk about, I mean, we're here sitting here talking about NBA MVPs. We haven't got to the main event. This is almost like WrestleMania. Let's get to the main event of the show. Got to talk NCAA tournament. Got to talk probably the greatest NCAA tournament, one of them all time, one of the most iconic runs has happened this tournament. We have finals for the men's. We have finals for the women. Tonight, the women, UConn, who's, by the way, UConn is 11-0 in finals.
That's crazy.
UConn men are 4-0 in finals.
Wow.
They are combined 15-0 in finals.
Wow.
Tonight, they take on Dawn Staley and her South Carolina ladies team, who were in the finals last year but lost to Stanford.
Okay.
I know where my heart's going, but tonight, UConn, South Carolina, who you got?
I'm taking Dawn Staley in the Gamecocks, man. Sorry.
No, that's cool. Listen, in my bracket, my women's bracket, if you could see it, which you could if I shared the screen, but I'm not going to do it. I picked South Carolina to win.
Oh.
I picked South Carolina to win. I think they have the most dynamic player at center. She's been, I forgot her name. I said all these golf names, and her name just went out of my brain. She's been playing great. They did play UConn early in the season, and they beat UConn.
Where did they play?
I believe it was South Carolina.
Yeah.
I believe it could have been UConn. Either way, they were just a better team. UConn's just coming together now. Paige Becker's the best player. Is back. It's so weird, and I say this every single time there's a UConn player that I love or care about. I've never seen someone with that smooth of a shot. Not Diana, not Maya. Her shot, like, she has a shot that when it goes in, it has that. It's just so smooth. And she's just a sophomore this year. Paige is the truth. I don't listen. I love Dawn. Grew up rooting for Dawn when she was at University of Virginia as a point guard. Rooting for her as head coach of the women's team. Rooting for her at South Carolina. I didn't expect UConn to make it this far, especially after the season we had. But I'm all about the Huskies, and I love the fact that in that commercial, that Corona commercial, all the blue people are there, and Sue Bird comes out. I was like, well, none of y'all are perfect.
I saw it. Yeah, I was like, that's nice.
That's
nice.
right, baby. So that was
Sue Bird coming up.
I was like, look, Sue Bird entered the chat, dude. That was hilarious. But they were missing Kansas. There's no Kansas. You gotta have a Kansas out there, right? I mean, they're blue. So I was like,
you gonna bring Embiid out of there?
Embiid and Paul Pierce, as long as he's not having a party in the background on Instagram. Mario Chalmers. He could bring Mario.
There you go.
So yeah, but yeah, it was all those shades of blue. But that was a good commercial. So I got to go with my ladies, man. I got to go with my ladies. Speaking of blue,
yeah,
we had an all blue Final Four.
Kansas,
yeah, it's all blue Final Four. Kansas and Villanova in the first game. That wasn't really a competitive game. Kansas kind of ran away with that. And then we have the rivalry of Tobacco Road.
Man.
Duke, North Carolina. First time in the postseason. First time since they first met since 1920 that they met in the NCAA tournament ever.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
That was the first time.
That was the first time
they've ever met in the NCAA.
Ever.
What?
Ever met in the NCAA tournament? Yes, sir.
That's crazy because, like, Maryland and Duke have faced each other a couple times in the tournament.
Yeah, everybody's kind of, but it is usually on separate sides though. So but both of them, I don't really remember getting to the Final Four. It's usually one or the other. But yeah, Maryland always, because Maryland was always out west. So they always came back and somehow was in on Duke's, Final Four side of the bracket. But yeah, they never met, and they met for the first time last night, and it was an extraordinarily good game. It was back and forth. Those teams knew each other. Hubert Davis in his rookie season as a head coach of this team, they were eighth seed. They were in eighth seed in this tournament, and taking them, to the finals. And I know, again, I'm not a fan of either team. But when it comes to rivalry standpoints, North Carolina took the ACC tournament from Coach K and took him out of the Final Four and sent him home. There's got to be, and when it comes to rivalries, I don't think there's anything better than that you can hold over someone from the opposing school. What do you think?
That's like you said, that's awesome. Like, what are you gonna say? Like, you got the last laugh, yo, with Coach K. Like, you took Coach K out, like, done. Like, done. Like, what do you know what I mean? Not only, like, you dashed his hopes for a championship. And when they win it on Monday, it's going to make it even better.
Listen, everybody's doubting Kansas. Everybody's picking North Carolina. I don't know who's on Kansas. I don't know what they're doing, but they're in the finals for a reason. So people can sleep on Kansas all they want. Bill Self is a good coach. We all know that. Hubert's done a great job so far. People sleep on Kansas. Keep sleeping. Keep sleeping. So you're picking UNC in that one, right?
Heck yeah.
All right. You know what? Because it got Rock Chalk Jayhawk. I'm going to pick Kansas. I'm picking Kansas because everybody's picking UNC. I'm picking Kansas.
I didn't realize everybody was picking UNC.
That's all I've heard. Yeah, that's all I've heard. It's like, it's almost like it's a foregone conclusion.
Oh, okay.
As far as like fans and people like, they got a title. I'm like, why are you dissing Kansas? Like, I don't understand. So Kansas, I'm sure they're going to go in there like, hey guys, Bill Self is a good coach. Hey, you want to go feel motivated? Are you not one of the blue bloods of college basketball? They're not treating you like it. Go out there and get that chip. I mean, what the heck, guys? Like I was talking to somebody. What else is in Kansas? Like, they literally aren't good at any other sport ever. Yeah. So all they have is basketball. So they got to win. So we'll see. It's an exciting time. UConn, South Carolina, UNC, Kansas. It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. But who you got, Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar tonight?
Oh, Roman Reigns, man. Come on.
Okay.
Man, Brock Lesnar, man, he's still doing this thing. That's pretty tight. But Roman Reigns, man, come on. It's WrestleMania. Come on.
It's WrestleMania, but I mean, a lot of people want Brock to win. So I got Roman winning as well. So you got to set up the big event next year for him against his cousin for the most dominant Samoan in the family. Brock versus Roman Reigns. So
can you cook what The Rock is cooking?
I know, dude. That was a horrible name of a book. Can you cook what The Rock is cooking? That show. So funny. I think we got everything when it comes to our sports, man. We missing anything?
No, man. We got everything in.
Oh, of course we're missing something. My bad. I apologize to everybody.
Oh, no.
I didn't even I had the Mets shirt on today. If you can see it. Okay, there it goes. Got my Mets shirt on today. But I was supposed to wear my red, white, and blue as U.S. men qualified for the World Cup this year.
Oh.
I cannot believe, I left it. That should have been the first segment I did. So I apologize to everybody and everyone. As we qualified, we came in third, but we automatically are in the tournament. And we had to draw. We had to draw already on Friday. And we know who our group is. Our group includes Iran, winner of a playoff between Scotland, Wales, and the Ukraine. So one of those three are going to make it. And England.
Oh.
So, and since the World Cup is in Qatar or whatever you want to pronounce it, it's starting around Thanksgiving. So we play England the day after Thanksgiving.
Wow.
As
Black
our first
Friday.
game.
It's going to be a Black Friday in England.
Oh, righty, mate.
Because the
Yankees
US
going to come here and beat us.
It's
going to be the 13 colonies all over again.
Yeah.
What you going to do, brother, when the USA soccer team runs wild on you? So,
no, but that's good. I'm glad to hear that we're back, man.
Yeah. Listen, everybody was kind of upset because we had a lackluster game against Costa Rica. We knew but it's kind of hard going into a game knowing that the only way you're not going to qualify if you lose 6-0. So going to Costa Rica, kind of just putting on the brakes. We lost 2-0, but it was like, yeah, okay, we made it. So we made it. I'm happy and proud of this team, and I cannot wait for the World Cup. So congratulations. Can't believe I didn't start off with that. What's wrong?
Yeah, man. I had no idea. So that's really good.
Man, what's wrong? How could I do that? Sorry, U.S. team. Sorry. All right, man. We have like a plethora of shows we cover on our entertainment side. Now, we only had like one when we started, but we had Survivor. We did Batman, which was great. I know Morbius has come out. I don't know if you had an interest in Morbius.
I have absolutely no. I'm not even going to bother. I have no interest in seeing Morbius, man.
But what you also didn't have interest in seeing was Moon Knight, and we're going to talk about that in a couple of seconds. And the show, it's not called Showtime. It's called Winning Time.
Winning Time.
Yeah. So we're on episode 4 of that. I haven't watched it yet. I'll watch it tonight.
Yeah, we'll talk.
I did see Moon Knight on Wednesday. What are your thoughts on Moon Knight on the Disney Plus?
Dude, it was, it blew my mind. So this might be blasphemy to say this. No, it's not blasphemy, but it's really close. The first episode of Moon Knight to me is really close to the first episode of WandaVision. Because to me, WandaVision is the standard that I judge all these MCU shows by. But Moon Knight it's like neck and neck. Like everything about this was great. The cinematography was great. The acting. Was it Isaac Oscar?
Yeah, Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac. His acting is off the chain. Now, mind you, I'm coming in this knowing nothing about this character, right?
Yep.
So they're telling the story of Steven from his perspective. And it keeps shifting from one location to another or one action sequence to another, and you have no idea what's going on. It's like you're feeling what he's feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like the same confusion he's having, like you're having. And then at the end, you kind of realize, oh, shoot, there's like 2 different people here. Like,
it was more than that. It's more than that. Because you heard the other voices in his head when he was driving and fighting those people.
Yeah, yeah. So, like, it just blew my mind.
It started off great.
Yeah.
I mean, he started off, dude, waking up. He's chained to a post in his room. So he wakes up. He has to unbuckle himself. He got to put a combination lock. He put sand around his bed to see if he took any steps outside because I guess he knows he sleepwalks or whatever the case is. And because he's up all night. He has tape on the door to see if he broke the tape. I mean, there's so many fail safes and everything. And he's always going to work late. He's always tired, falling asleep on people. Little British guy in London. Only thing I didn't like was that he was at Tottenham train station. That did make me.
I knew you were going to say that. So. I was thinking about. I was like, Hurt gonna see this and probably his whole facial expression probably change.
It took me a minute to get back into the show. It did. And Tottenham, I hope you lose today against Newcastle. But it's anyway. It was freaking. It was. Again, I know of Moon Knight. I know of all the characters basically in Marvel, but he wasn't a character that I studied or followed, or I knew what his powers had to do with, but I haven't read his comic books. I haven't read any stories that he is really in. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at this as new eyes as well. Basically, only knowing I know the character exists, and I know what he does in a way. You know, but the way that they portrayed it was fabulous.
Yo,
it was fabulous.
I am so intrigued, man. Like I said, this whole like multiple personality thing, like I didn't see that coming. Like I said, the thing that pulled me in was like this dude has powers by the phases of the moon. Like I was like, okay, that's all I know. That's all I know. That's it. But yo, now you got this whole other element. Yo, like what? I just want to know what's going on. How did he get these powers? Who's talking to him? Like who are these voices? I am in.
All the way in. Yep.
The action was great. It actually like you could actually tell that they like filmed like on the actual locations, you know what I'm saying, of places, which Marvel has kind of gone away from, you know what I mean? So, yo, it looked like a movie. Like it looked and felt like a movie, man. I am so excited. I didn't know I was gonna feel like this, but that episode drew me in so much. Like I'm like in. Like I just want to see what's up with this character. I felt so bad for him, yo. You know, it's like
you're on inventory.
Yeah, like he's like calling his mom, hey mom, you know. He's leaving a message for his mom. Yeah. and then like, oh man, he
2 days late for a date.
Yo, he got a date with the girl, and I'm always thinking, wait, man, how he didn't pull that date.
Not with that personality.
No. That's what I was like. I want to see who it was. He was, yo, that got a date with this girl, man. And then he goes there, he's late, you know, he's got his days all mixed up.
He's like, it was like it's Thursday. No, it's Sunday or Friday. Oh, it's Sunday. Sunday. Excuse me, sir, what day is it?
Steak time.
Oh my God, he's just like a meek kind of guy, and when he's you know, and then it's like all the voices that were in his head. He woke up in another place. He's fighting people. Like, what is going on? Ah, gain control. He's in control again. You know, and you hear the voices in his head going. So the one that you know at the end when it was like, dude, let me just take control, and I'm like, what is going on here? What is going on? Dude, let me take control. If you want to live, let me take over. And then for the whatever Anubis character came in, you know, it's just so good. They do such a good job of everything. So I'm this has me again. Marvel is good. Marvel's good.
Yeah,
this has me. Yeah, and again, they get the right people for the right parts.
Yes.
They get the right people for the right parts. So.
Yep. Oh, man. So good, man. So good. I would have been so upset if I hadn't. Yeah, man. Sometimes I just need to just watch the stuff, you know. But, man, so good. So good.
So, I was very excited about that. So, I can't wait for next week. So, speaking of which, let's get the breakdown of another Wednesday show, Survivor.
Yeah, man. So
this is my first week. Not one of my people were voted off the show. So I actually had on my lineup. It's still shocking in a way, but I still like, oh, well, I had at least someone I didn't have. Now you're opening the gap on the lead a little bit here in the Survivor. And of course we got plenty of time to go, but you are up in first place. Marilyn Mad Dog's in second, who is down getting autographs in Virginia from Dolphins players. I'm in third, and Dan and Devontae Parker are in last.
Yeah, man. This Taku tribe, the Orange tribe, man, is really helping me out, man, because Marianne and Jonathan and Lindsay and Omer. Actually, wait a minute. I can't remember if I pulled Omer in, but anyway. Yeah, because they're not going to lose because Jonathan is such a beast.
Yeah, you have him on your team.
Yes, that's what I thought. They're just helping me out, man. They're not going to lose another challenge until the merge. I mean, we're going to get the merge in a couple of weeks, hopefully. But this week, Swathi, she was just playing too hard, man. She was playing too hard, and it's a shame. She got voted out because she was in a good position because she had multiple people that wanted to work with her, but she even though she had, Rox was her number one. Drea wanted to work with her, but for some reason she didn't want to work with Drea. Tori wanted to work with her, but then when she went ahead and told Tori's business, it's like she was playing too hard. Like, and it didn't have to be that way because literally she had an alliance with everybody. She had a 4-way alliance with Romeo, herself, Drea, and Roxroy. Her and Roxroy, that was her number one. And she even had something with Tori because Drea came to them in episode 1 and say, "Hey, that's Dual Wonders Alliance." So there was no reason for her to go. But the problem is she was just playing too hard, man. And she was in everybody's.
And you know how it happens when you play too hard.
Yeah, too hard. Because she was with an alliance with everybody, she became, she became untrustworthy because she was letting everybody's game out to.
Once you start doing that, then everybody's looking at you like, okay, I can't make an alliance with you. I can't do this with you because you're too busy talking to everybody.
Yeah.
So
that was
downhill.
That was disappointing. And that's why, like, in the first, especially, I was gonna say in the first half of Survivor before the merge, especially when there 3 tribes hurt, when it's only 6 to a tribe, just chill. Just lay low.
Lay low. Yeah, just lay low.
Yeah,
you better lay low. Just sit in the back, try to build a fire, get some flint, walk around, get some water, make some rice, whatever you can do, help in the challenges, and call it a day. Then get to the merge.
Yeah, and she was in such a good position. Just chill. Nobody's trying to get rid of you. Nobody was trying to get rid of her, yo. But she was just playing too hard. But the cool thing is we're about to go in the merge. The tribes are just about almost even. We have the orange tribe has 4 people, the green tribe has 5, and the blue tribe has 4 people. So I'm kind of hoping that the green tribe loses this week so that we go into the merge 4-4-4 so that all the tribes are even.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Because when everybody's when everybody's even, it just makes it for better television.
Yeah, man, makes the merge even that much better. But man, Survivor's been great. The cast has been great. The advantages, I like how the advantages are being played. Yo, the shot in the dark, which barely got the light of day last season, has been played in 3 out of the 5 episodes. Amazing. Not successfully.
No, yeah. That's the whole thing. I mean, because it truly is called that because that's what happens. It is truly a shot in the dark.
Yeah.
But it's exciting that they're actually doing it, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like the fact that these players are actually using it. So, yeah, man. I'm looking forward to Survivor. And speaking of Survivor, I will be going to a Survivor event on Wednesday.
Oh, well, cool.
In DC.
Okay.
So, yeah. So I will let you know.
Oh, I can't wait to hear about that.
Yes.
All right, well, okay. Well, it's gonna be live, like it's gonna watch the show and all this other stuff.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be able to watch the show because I told you when I went to the one in New York, right?
Probably forgot about it.
Yeah. So because it's in DC and because there's some people that are coming that I want to see. So I'm looking forward to that.
But I thought that you think it's an event they would be watching the show together.
Yeah, they are, but it's going to be so many people and stuff there. I'm not going to be
able to concentrate. I got you.
Yeah. So this is Wendell Holland. He throws these winner of Ghost Island. He throws these events and he just invites like certain reality people from like Big Brother and Survivor and stuff to come. So
cool. And it's is it a free thing? Is it a bar?
It's not free. It's like
they were like, all right, so there's a cost, but it's like it's an event, so you get an email or whatever.
Yeah.
You're okay. Cool. All right. Man,
so if you're trying to roll Wednesday night.
No, I'm good. I'm not missing the AEW again.
Oh,
sorry.
I forgot that priority on Wednesday.
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, please. Yeah, that's AEW number 1, Survivor number 2.
Yeah.
That's how it is. I was gonna be that way.
But on Tuesdays, Abbott Elementary.
Oh my God. How much do I love that show?
Yo, and it's crazy, like, because I'm finding, like, everybody watches. It's like, everybody, yo, you watch Abbott Elementary? Yo, you watch Abbott? Like, yes, that show's freaking awesome. So,
dude, I mean, I knew she was gonna go down hard from the desking.
that was so funny, yo.
And she, oh my God, it's
yo,
that show kills me. It. It's the closest thing I've had to Modern Family.
Okay.
So
okay.
I thoroughly enjoy it, and it really is a good play in the Blackish as well.
Yeah.
And I love Abbott Elementary. And you're right. I see it on Facebook, like, oh, Abbott Elementary's on, and I haven't seen people talk about a show like this since my Modern Family.
Yeah.
So I'm Abbott. It's, oh gosh, they have the right cast. She can be annoying at times.
Yes.
But she does remind me of someone who would be just like how she's playing. So,
yeah, exactly.
Just doesn't know when to like not do it. It was just too funny. It was just too funny. Like they're sitting there desking while they're sitting there trying to sitting there on the board. Anyway, no, I love that show. It's got me hooked, and
the best thing about the show is my man is a Ravens fan. Like all the Baltimore references, man, I love it.
Yeah, especially the pizza. That pizza was wonderful.
Yeah, because I like my pizza wet, extra wet and crunchy, yo.
Yes, that was wet and crunchy. And dude drove down to get the wet crunchy pizza, which I don't know what pizzeria he got it from.
Say cheese pizza.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, which is like the worst looking pizza I've ever seen in my life. So that was freaking hilarious. But,
I love it, man.
That's gonna be. But I wonder how he feels because that's the dude that played on Everybody Hates Chris.
Yeah.
Now does he feel the smack? Like, does that happen to him because he played a character?
I think somewhere that night his face just,
Yeah, he just like, what is going on?
Why is my
face hurt? What's going on?
Why is my face hurt? Yeah.
But thank you everybody for tuning in. Wow, yeah, we had a lot. Make sure you watch the NCAA Finals, ladies finals tonight, South Carolina, UConn. Make sure you watch WrestleMania. It's live on. If you subscribe to Peacock, get it on Peacock. And make sure you watch the men's final tomorrow night, Kansas, North Carolina, tomorrow night on TBS. So can't wait for that. And the Masters will be the next coming up this Thursday, Friday, whatever. And just try to enjoy sports, and baseball starts. So enjoy, and the NBA season is winding down. So enjoy the sports as much as you can. If you can, go out and see it. I'm doing everything and anything to go out and see things that I missed for the past seems like 90 years. Yeah. I got one wrestling event I'm going to. I'm going to another on May 14th.
When are we going to? What date is that?
It's the 4th, May 4th. May the 4th be with you.
Oh, all right.
May the 4th. So yes, I might have to dress up, but we'll see. But yeah. So I'm excited. It's gonna be fun, and I'm just trying to get out. So I'll be going to Orioles games. Probably go to more Orioles games this year than I've ever gone to, which is probably just 2 in the season. So that won't be hard. That was good. So we're gonna try to definitely do that. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So everybody, just please again, stay safe. Live your life, enjoy all the time that you have, with your family and friends. Thank you for subscribing here on StreamYard and YouTube. Leave us a comment. We appreciate it. IG, Facebook, Twitter, as well as Spreaker and Stitcher apps, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google, wherever you find podcasts, you will find us, the NYMD podcast. Stay safe, and we'll see you next week.
Peace out, y'all.